welcome to another episode of 10 Minute Misconduct. Saint and I just got back from a wild trip of hockey, bringing our total NHL experiences up to 14 games. I know, kind of crazy. Throughout that journey, we've actually been in completely different seats and sections, which has given us a wide array of experiences and made us a little picky when it comes to our seats. So in this week's episode, we go through each of the locations that we sat at and rank each of them to find the best seat in the house, especially if you're getting ready to go watch a hockey game. Hope you enjoy. We've been to almost every seat in the house for arenas in general. And I have a list here of us ranking the seat positions across all of our experience, okay?
I'm going to try because I'm like in my brain like,
Right.
There's going to be some like in-betweens for
right.
me, you know what I mean?
So we have ranking our seat positions across all of our experiences. We have Vegas, upper bowl. Pittsburgh, upper bowl. Kraken, upper bowl. That was only me. Florida, club seats. Boston, upper bowl. Boston, club seats. Pitt, lower bowl to the side. Pitt, club seats to the box side. Pitt, club seats to the player side. Pitt, club seats to your box side. That was your second Boston game. Oilers behind the attacking net. Oilers row 3 on box side. Oilers row 7 on box side. Oilers upper bowl box side. We've got a lot here to talk about. When I was writing this out, I'd forgotten how many games we've been to.
Yeah, when you lay it all out like this, I was talking to Raven about this and I was like, yeah, I know we're kind of crazy. And he's like, you are above average hockey fans.
Yeah, just
it is
a little
not
bit.
normal to go to fly like 2,000 miles across the continent to get ice behind the net, or like glass behind the net seats on ice. Like, absolutely. I think we've been into hockey for 2 years.
Yep.
Like, whoops.
Yep. Oopsies. All right, let's start at the top with this list. Vegas is upper bowl, Saint. Where would you rank that? S tier being, this is the best seat in the house. This is the best experience. To D tier, wouldn't sit here again. How about that?
Okay.
I think it's probably B tier. We were attacking side, or attacked twice.
I have beef with upper bowls, which is that some of them are, first of all, why can't we have cup holders?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Even your cheapest fucking seats are not less than like $50. You could have afforded cup holders. I can 3D print some for you. What the fuck?
Right.
It's just a hazard. Vegas was really steep. Like,
Vegas was really steep. Scary steep.
It was like I was unsettled. And even in retrospect, like looking hindsight, I'm still unsettled. Yeah. Like, even after being to multiple other arenas in the upper bowl.
Yeah.
It's still too much. I would say if we're going seats only,
yeah,
B tier.
Okay, that's what my thought was. All right, next we have the Pitt upper bowl. A different experience because Pitt's arena was not as steep.
Yes, it was not as steep, which is why
an older arena too.
It was a slightly older arena. I kind of want to now move Vegas to C tier
and put Pitt B tier.
Put Pitt and B, because retrospectively, I'm like, actually, because if we're only doing D, C, B, A, S, Vegas was C. Like, It just was.
Seats.
I don't remember that.
Not experience.
Yeah.
We were double defense for the Pens. Oilers was double attack. It was a shutout, and we were in the middle of the section. Downside of that was that I was the only Oilers fan in the Sea of Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
I would think that was a B tier. It was not bad.
I think that's a B tier. That's why I said I want to knock Vegas down, because I think Vegas is a C tier because, like I said, it just was. I don't know. I just like for the seat alone.
Yeah,
I would say C tier. It also felt like it was up much higher than I don't know what the actual. No, in Vegas.
Vegas felt like really tall.
Yeah, like I know every arena is like built slightly differently. That felt like you were in like the 300s. You know what I mean? Like, so I would say Vegas C tier, the Pitt
upper bowl B tier. Okay.
Yeah, because it's like it's still I like upper bowl in theory.
Yeah.
But in practice, it is usually just like I can see the game. But everything is worse.
Yeah.
In terms of like the seat, like the seat's less comfortable. You don't get cup holders. And in relation to that, the concourses are usually so much worse. But Pitt has a much better upper concourse than Vegas does.
It does,
or,
I agree.
Than like even the Oilers. The Oilers was like mid.
Yeah.
Boston was mid.
Boston was dead quiet.
It was very quiet. Oilers got more rambunctious later, but it was still pretty quiet.
Yeah.
Penn so far I think has had one of the better upper concourses.
I agree. The next one is only for me, Kraken's Upper Bowl. I was in the last row at the top of the seat, to the point where our view was mostly obstructed. They did have TVs back, to let you see everything. And one of the cool things was that you could see the press box. But for watching a hockey game, it was not ideal. So that's going to be, for me, D tier. I would love to go back to the Kraken Arena, which I think it's on our list of things to do when we go to the Pacific Northwest next year.
Yeah, when we do the Pacific Northwest, yeah. If we're going in January or February.
Yeah. It was a good game, but it was one of those things where I was like, I'd much rather be lower. So next we have Florida's club seats. We did not pay for these club seats, by the way.
Even they're S tier in every way. Like
really?
Okay, those specific seats, I would probably want. To me, they're the club equivalent of behind the ice because you're the first row.
True. Okay.
In the club. And they have them on the attacking side. So you always get to see when you're like, to me, it's one of those epic highs, epic lows. If your team is doing shit, it's not great because then you're not getting any action.
Right.
But if they're like when they were, playoff dominance levels, that's fucking crazy. Like,
yeah, I can see that.
And also just like everything having private bathrooms, everything was super comfortable.
Yeah.
Again, you felt very private. Which I appreciate, and then like food and drink and everything, like just the seats, alone, like I think especially if you can like pick
where you're sitting
a little bit more, like if you have different preferences. But I really liked, especially in retrospect, being behind the net because you just got to see so much of the action.
I can see that. Boston's Upper Bowl, this Upper Bowl, I will say, we were right on the front row of Upper Bowl, and. Or if we weren't, there was nobody in front of us. I think we were first.
I think there was I think we were first, or there was one row ahead of us. Now I kind of want to look at my pictures, but.
And I really liked Boston's Upper Bowl. We were also right on the stairs, which was really cool. I don't think it's S tier. I do think it's A tier.
You think Boston Upper Bowl is A tier? Yeah. What the first? Because
I'm always going to be the person where if I can see the whole ice, I much prefer it.
Which I prefer it when we're watching games versus experiencing them. Yeah, like I get that. I think we had pretty good seats for that. It was pretty high up.
It was. But it wasn't as steep as Vegas.
No, it wasn't.
It was like a healthy mix between Vegas and Pitt.
And especially we weren't, so I just looked at the picture. There was like two rows in front of us, but they weren't like tall people.
Okay.
So we were fine. I did also like those seats specifically because we did get them a little bit over because so we did get a good view of both sides of the ice. And I do agree we were not, because we were like front of the Upper Bowl, it wasn't as bad as it could have been.
Yeah.
Theirs do look lower.
Yeah, right?
Some of the other ones. I would love to see dramatic differences. Like who's actually, like how many feet above the crowd are you at each level? You know what I mean? Like I'm sure someone has all the stats, but yeah, Boston, it doesn't. It wasn't like the Upper Bowl is big too.
It is big. So like because they have to. They have a ton of people. Their lower bowl, they don't have a second club section.
Yeah,
that's why. And Rogers and them do.
And Rogers has like they have clubs and lodges, which is like what the Panthers have too. Like I guess certain places have lodges, which is what we did. We were at the Panthers. They called it a club, but it's the equivalent of Rogers was a lodge. And then the clubs are just like you have private access, but they're not like all inclusive. And Boston, it was kind of the same thing. You still had to pay for your food, but you had like private stuff. It was more like for season ticket holders or special event kind of people, like what we did. Boston, I would give it.
I said an A tier. You could argue me down to B tier.
I'm fine with A tier.
Okay.
Just because it was lower.
Yeah.
Than the Pitt. one because if the Pens one had with like looking at the pictures, Pens is lower or is like higher up, and so the view just isn't quite as good. And so like I think it deserves to be a little bit better for having that extra distance.
Sure. Next we have Boston club seats, which we bought accidentally.
Yep, a reoccurring theme.
We know now. We know now. But we did buy those accidentally.
Shit, now I want those chicken tenders. I loved those seats. I think those.
I would say they're A tier.
I would argue.
I'm very picky with my S tier.
I know you're picky. I'm like if I had to, basically my reasoning for S tier is, would I get those seats again over any of the other ones that I went to? And that's how I rank my S tier. So like the Florida Panthers one, I would pick that seat easy. Of the Boston one, I would pick those club seats.
Okay, so I'll agree with you there.
Because like I think we could have stayed on the other side and been fine too, but like I really liked I also have to give brownie points for the history because you can tell that like don't get me wrong, all of the people who work for these arenas really give a shit.
Yeah.
But the Boston in particular, the guy that we got who was one of our ushers, he loves everything. The Bruins. Yeah, I was like, I could have just paid the money for that ticket just to talk to that dude about hockey, because he was like, and these seats were the original ones from this, and then this section from over here. Like it was so cool. So they have to get Brian Prince, and you can order from the seat.
Yep.
You can order from the seat. You can order from the seat.
Which we did do. I did like that a lot. And I wish that I think that it's going to become more of a habit soon, but I wish that other arenas did it already. Next, we have Pitt's lower bowl to the side. And you'll have to send me a picture of this one. I don't think I have any. This one, it was your mom wanted to go and be down low. It was a Sens game.
Oh, was it the Sens game?
Yeah.
The Sens, because we went to that one 2025. That was the one.
That was March 30th.
At the end of March. Because I think we were on the
curve.
We were on the attacking side twice.
So yes.
It was only we just got screwed because it was overtime.
Yes.
Because they switched sides in overtime. Because we wanted to be an attacking side twice.
Yes.
I liked those ones.
Yeah, I agree. I think they were A tier. Bless you.
Oh, sorry. I thought I muted. I think they were A tier too. I would like to not be on the curve quite as much.
Yes.
But I do like that you get more of the benefit of being behind the curve is you get a lot more behind the net action. Like you can actually see what's going on when they're battling on the boards. Whereas I noticed that when you're lower and you're actually along the parallel of the sides, you miss a lot of the action that's happening at those curves.
Yeah,
so I did like being at the curves.
The next one we have, this was the Flurry game, the Pitt club seats box side. This was right across from the tunnel. This one has to be A tier or S tier.
S tier, absolutely.
These are our favorite seats.
I think so. Even like without the like impact of it being Flowers game.
Yeah.
I loved those seats because like, yeah, you lose out on the action on the other side, but like I loved that level. It was high enough up that we could really see a ton of the action. But you got to see everybody on the bench so well. Yep. I really liked those seats. That level on the attacking side would have been fine with me too. But like I just love that we got to see the Penguins for the warm-ups. Yeah. Like that's one of my favorite things is like getting to see them.
We next have Pitt club seats player side. This was our game that we went to at the beginning of March. And I think it was fine. We've talked a little bit about this already, but I think it was fine. It was really low.
The one that we went to,
the Saturday game.
The Saturday game.
March 8th.
Okay.
March 7th. March 7th.
March 7th, yeah. Because yeah, I can see that.
One of the reasons that I have to wear my hat backwards in every game that we went to was because I couldn't see the scoreboard with a hat on.
Yeah, I can see that. I did like being able to watch the players.
Yes.
Come out of like the tunnel and like go.
That was cool
and stuff like that. Was really cool.
That's why I would consider it an A tier.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm fine with A tier. It was definitely of the Pens ones we've been to, not 100% our favorite.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm cool with that.
This is one that you only went to, you and Callie and Mama. pit club seats back on the box side, but you were in a different location.
Yeah, I took 50 million videos that I have to send
Thank God.
I didn't take pictures. I only took videos apparently. That was basically what I had just said, where I was like, for the ones that were on the corner, those were the same seats we had, but over.
Okay. So still A tier?
So still, I would say, yeah, I would say A tier, because you got really good action. I honestly really do like lower. I would go a little bit higher next time.
That's where we
got right in the middle. So I would say A tier as opposed to S tier, just because I do like it. I like to be upper lower bowl.
I agree. Next we have Oilers behind the attacking net.
S tier.
S tier. The easiest S tier ever. We got to see a fight. We got to see the first goal of the game. We got to see the empty net goal. I mean, just everything that we were talking about, how we weren't sure we would like it because you can't see half the ice.
Yeah,
but it was so worth it just for the experience.
It's just different. And like my dad always, like I've said it before, my dad's favorite spot when he used to get Sabres tickets was that behind the net. He got like first row behind the net. That was his season ticket. Like, you know what I mean? That was his favorite fucking spot. And I was always like, Dad, I don't know how you did. I get it now.
Yeah.
I would die of a heart attack. But like,
and you would be deaf because those freaking
oh, that was the craziest part. The thing that I never expected and shook you and me both, because we truly never expected it, was how fucking loud the pucks are
when they hit the glass.
Yeah, we're like, what the shit, dude? Like, it literally had my ears ringing. Like, like, not being dramatic. The lady next to me kept flinching because she was holding her hands over her ears. Yeah. Because it was so fucking loud. The one dude fucking shot it at me on like
and Matt got bonked, his camera bonked. Because
it's so funny.
I can't wait to show that video.
I can't wait to show that video. Like literally, Matt puts his fucking camera on the ledge there, like the piece of wood. And one of the predators comes over and just immediately slams into the boards and then blocks Matt's view. Like, it's just so funny.
You know what? Whimsy approved. All right.
Especially because we were wearing Oilers jerseys. So I'm like, I get it. It was, I think that's funny. Like, I'm not mad about it.
Not at all. Oilers row 3 was the Sharks game. What do you think?
B tier.
I was going to agree because I didn't like being that low. First of all, didn't like being that low. We were surrounded by influencers. And like the only coolest part was seeing them go into the box.
Yeah, that was cool. Especially if you're like, so I'm thinking like a Sabres game with like the Sabres versus that would be so fucking fun. Yeah. I would have liked, and I was the farthest one over except for Callie. I would want to be right behind the box. Not, you know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna, that's an experience. If you're gonna go for that, you either need to be sitting right next to the box or right behind the box. Being even 2 seats over changes the vibe.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, no, those were, it was so low you couldn't see anything. And it just, no, I did not really.
Yeah, it was fine.
Like, it was a lot of fun, but I would not pick those seats
and
again.
by the end of it, yeah, exactly. My neck was like, oh my God, I can't see. The one thing that was nice was that we got to see the players like pretty up close. So that was cool. But when you had done that right behind the net a game before, it's a little different.
Yeah, like I would rather have anywhere on that circle of like behind the red paint, basically. Yeah. Anywhere behind the red line, I would be fine. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. That's cool.
In the middle there, you need to be higher up.
Yeah, it just, I don't, it's personal preference, but I did not enjoy that nearly as much as I did the others.
Yeah. Oilers row 7, which was attacking twice. Personally, I didn't care for it.
Yeah, I don't know what it, hold on, I want to look at the picture here. Oh, I'm looking
that one pictures. Was the one where the problem with this one is
because that was the Panthers game.
Yeah. So you're in Panthers zone. Not that a bunch of Oilers were there to be supporting Panthers fans or vice versa. But you don't get to see the players warming up. You can see the Panthers players warming up. You are still too low. And we were further over, so we couldn't.
It wasn't, you don't get the benefit of the puck battle. Yeah. And you don't get the, like, it just felt like I was talking to my coworkers about this, because some of my coworkers like hockey, and we were
Yeah.
just talking about it. And I was like, I felt like they just, especially because I think it would have been different if the game hadn't fucking sucked.
Maybe.
Because maybe there would have been, because we were in their zone. We were supposed to be,
Yeah.
that was supposed to be where a lot of the action was.
Yep.
But I do agree that we were still too low. I would probably have been happier if we were on the Oilers side.
Yeah.
Because then we would at least gotten to see the Oilers. So I have to agree on like a B tier.
Oh, I was thinking C.
C tier? I
Yeah.
mean, I can be talked into a C tier. Because
Okay, let's do C tier.
even if it wasn't
like I wouldn't do on that side again, or at least if I did, it would have to be a team that I liked.
Yeah, I agree. Like, yeah, I guess I just would rather be higher up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like if I'm going to be on the attacking side, which is usually of the two, it depends on my mood. I actually don't care as much attacking versus defending. If I'm the Oilers, I wanted more attacking because I was hoping to fucking win. But yeah, if you're there to like see the players,
Yeah.
go to the defending side so you can see them warm up.
Yep.
And then if you're there for like you want to see them win and all the action, go in the middle or the attacking.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah,
Holly.
I'm fine with C tier.
All right, and finally we have the Oilers upper bowl box side. It was fine. We were on the we were still kind of high up, but that was one of the games where we were like, we just need to get to the game, watch the game, and then go home.
Yeah,
I did like that we were on the stairs. So that was nice.
I thought the view was really good.
Yes.
From where we were, like it felt like I don't know. I really liked it. I would be fine with a B or an A tier.
Yeah, I'd say B.
It's just I didn't like they don't fucking cup holders. You know what it was? It still felt way less scary than Vegas.
Yeah.
It was pretty steep though. Like
it
was pretty
steep.
fucking steep.
And when you've had a shot of Grey Goose vodka.
Yeah.
Scary.
I don't know, like, again, I don't know what the comparisons are, but I feel like their upper bowl is higher, too.
I think it is, because we went up higher on the escalator.
Yeah, so, yeah, it felt pretty high.
All right.
Yeah.
Good job, Saint.
We've been to a lot of hockey games.
We're not done yet, baby.
We're not done yet.
But I do think that now we have a better understanding of where we want to sit. And that was kind of the point of the whole thing.
I think we're also a little sated in that, like, we've had a bunch of different experiences with our teams.
Yes.
And so it's not quite as, like, feral. You know what I mean? Of, like, I don't feel the need, like, the desperate, bone deep, I need to go see my boys kind of
agree.
level. You know what I mean?
We've
like,
also seen them a lot this month. So.
Yeah, like, I'm not tired of them. I genuinely don't know how my cousins
go to every game.
Yeah. They don't go to every single game, but they pretty much do.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do it. Like, I'm tired. I assume you have to, like, especially like they have their friends that they know, and like it's an
experience. Like it's a night out. They're a lot more extroverted than we.
I think that's the thing is like if it was like just you and me and then like a rotating cast, I could probably see that.
Right.
You could tell though that like we got really lucky that our friends went to the good games because we would not have been good company.
Not at all.
It was you and me fucking cussing people out. And there was even a point where I was like, Champ, I need you to shut up. Like,
I was going to climb over the glass and take out the refs in the Panthers game. I would have been deported, but it would have been worth it.
I was like, I need you to shut up. You're going to get us.
And I quote, I'm ride or die, but not for this.
What does it say? I think I said like I'm ride or die, but this is fucking stupid or something like that. Like or not for this or not for I'm ride or die, not deportation. Like,
it was a good experience. I do think that again, like you said, if we had a rotating cast or if we were, the problem with us was that we didn't know anybody that was there. But then you have people who are like part of Vacation Nation with the Oilers who go on trips together just because they know everybody there. That's different because like we were listening to people when we were in the upper bowl at the Oilers game and they were best buddies. Like they were just chatting and we don't have that experience because we go once a year. So I don't know.
Yeah, which does sometimes drive me a little nuts where it's like, you can talk about whatever you want at a hockey game. I get it. Especially if you're people that, like,
God.
But I'm just like, sometimes I'm like, I will say it was wild at the Oilers game of all places. They kept fucking standing up when the game is still going
Oh
on.
my God. I'm just annoyed.
It was so
I think I shouted at one point, sit the fuck down.
You did. And like the ladies behind us laughed.
But I was so annoyed because it was like right before a fucking goal.
Yeah, it was literally like we missed a goal. Like, like literally. Like they even have signs everywhere being, so that's my only thing about the upper bowl is it's a trade-off, right? Everything's a Venn diagram. You get a better fan experience in the upper bowl, but you also have a higher risk of a worse fan experience because the cheaper tickets mean you have a bunch of people who don't know etiquette. And I didn't know etiquette. I did not know you are not supposed to lean in your seat at all.
Oh yeah.
Because I lean all the time, and I don't lean like.
You're also shorter.
Yeah, like
the guy in front of me, I was about to kick him in the face.
Yeah, like I when I'm leaning forward, I'm making myself smaller.
Yeah.
It's just my back. But like I had to like, especially I feel like in the lower bowl it wasn't quite as bad.
Yeah.
Oh no, we've had seat problems before. Like my mom has made me switch seats with her because she's so short.
Yeah.
That if somebody tall sits in front of her, especially even if they're not leaning forward, like she still can't fucking see. Which is why I do typically like the upper bowl for her too, is like if you're shorter or like you have vision problems. But yeah, that upper bowl is, I like the visual experience for it. That you're actually like super invested in the game. But I like being able to see the players better when we're in the upper lower bowl.
Yeah.
And behind the glass, everyone, I don't care if it's an AHL game, an OHL game, fucking college hockey, you should go sit behind the net one time.
It's so much fun.
It is so much fun. Like that makes me like, for our like teams around here, because we're a hockey city, so we have a ton of games. I'm like, shit, man, I want to go get, like, if I go to a college hockey game, I'm getting fucking behind the net seats.
Yeah.
Like, give me that shit. Like, it was just so engaging.